You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
We look for the news with the around. Log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, hey. Voices come. Credibility, now we ability. News, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. The count on me, the count on we anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl begin the second power. Make it call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah. Voices come. Hi, yeah. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. The count on me, the count on we anyhow. Give the news, give the view, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl begin, let's get the power. Make it call on me, count to me. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl begin, let's get the power. The count on me, the count on we anyhow. Give the news, give the view, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl begin, let's get the power. Make it call on me, count to me anyhow. Speak free and fair.
They go this way. So forget better and positive analysis. Okay, bring people them way. Maybe we can discuss beyond what the editor right or waiting the reporter reports now in newspaper or radio station. So then people working there so for talk more. Maybe then go answer the question in way. Maybe when you see that story or listen to that story, the question maybe one for like ask or some of the things they want for hearing, then they discuss them. So this afternoon, I for welcome Victor Tutu Rogers. Now you my right defender and journalist. A very good afternoon to you, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Tutu Rogers, also a new face again when it comes to media and activism. He has been here. I don't tell him so get for game. Other of the local, but journalists don't get power for doing the problem, you know. But the politician ain't gonna help you with that. I want to welcome Solomon Sundu, the executive director for Bayange Bayangi Foundation, and now serious media person we Awangi and the Akiwantel and Swina semi journalist. A person way they follow everything, and instead of getting little corner, we can do analysis online and send message, and then a different media institution them for always talk continue we get for the developments in this country. We're there for the next 1 hour and discuss issues that will come up. Well, now we go to the first issue. I go now the political newspaper. We all know the World Bank report come out recent this week, and things and the way come out about the government, good and bad, particularly with economy. And one way raise a lot of concern. You see development take place, you see another side where then they question the economy. Of course, we all know now the Sierra Leone economic updates where normally the World Bank can do, and would expect again the IMF the UN for come. But Victor Tuturoja, so I bring you first. Let we start with the political newspaper where this is Salon Reserve decline. And what did the writer actually they point out now that according to the World Bank report, we reserve by standard of forget like 3 months. From 2018 to date, it don't they go down. If you go down to the last review in 2023, if it show say we get like 2 months, we don't improve. 2024 we don't improve around 2 months. But now it don't go again more down to 1.5, which is in a 1.5 months. As somebody who interact with the public or they talk to people, them it feels say this is scary when it comes to development. But if generally don't view the report again, you can touch on other areas.
Thank you very much. Well, like how you rightly introduce them, we get other institutions the way they monitor the daily activities of the country, and they're not the only monitor because they want monitor. Now, because now like some of the inputs that they they will get a slogan we say if they put you more to say you money day. And so because they have a part of the development and ensure say the one see say whatever that they do or what they put hamper, if I go before. So if what could be the expectation based on what that they put hamper, yield at all, they can put it on paper for counter to the notice of the government and for tell and say ABC, okay. But CDF, I get some question mark.
So service problem.
Yeah, we need some improvement.
From where the Bureau regime don't come, we don't see a lot of questions around the economy. Service problem.
The economy. Really, when we talk about the economy, though we don't they see, some input for a come up, but the struggle lies, the challenge na Saloma na Mbele. The socioeconomic challenges, yes, that one is visible. And it is visible because it's not only limited to the real national issue. Global is also involved based on how something that happen at the globe, how it go come for now. Yes, that one is there. But even within we self again, coming to like our local commodities, we get to yonder. And the kind of way the expectation they for let it day, now the market and let's see how it will flow. And let it be really structured and monitored. Yonder again it has a challenge. We get I can always talk about the trade ministry. The local content or which the one that they're in charge. You think of how best they monitor that in there. And it is difficult for like we really see say the trade ministry, they're not really there to the expectation. Me particularly as an individual, I'd expect say how can we have marketing structure will not really get how they for monitor them, for let we see say it really did to the level of the way the people that want to for let them enjoy. How? We not really see that side in it to date. And if we see the government, yes, they are trying to go helter skelter, they push for let us see say people admire the structure. I mean, for let they can the level playing field for let they can invest. But coming to invest, how are these things? I mean, this marketing really structured? The trade ministry, let's say, they go for gold, make control price for people there, because not to give them. But again, the ministry gets that responsibility for ensure say, oh, this thing they come on at the market. I mean, what market the prices there. Now the trade ministry, people that do that for charge with that responsibility for know the daily economical challenges. How this thing are for day. If it is so, we now we own country, how for Tibra, let me say it really did to the footing of everybody. But like I can look at the country now, like everybody I mean Alex dress fine, how you dress and so they charge you for a particular items there.
So
Just all the add pressure.
We're not structured.
It's not structured. I mean the structure
So
is
physically they affect them.
oh greatly. Greatly, because there's a whole ministry
What
set for
about
that one
the
day.
aspect of monopoly? You get some
Monopoly again is another one. Yes, yes. I mean things are not centralized and one. Then they not left some market they're free for anybody who get the capacity for go get an encounter. Like you get some names and they no more when you talk about rice. You get a particular and I no more for count rice. We have other investors that
But
can
again,
do
the
it.
newspaper focus because many things and they will come up. But the newspaper
No, example no more I said. Right.
But the newspaper focus on the reserve Godon.
Yes, I mean reserve. You can think of reserve for Godon based on what more they go out down. I mean compared to what they come in. If they spend more expenditure they go out, waiting for the you know expect for the I mean Alex, you then at your house, then you get small money with the family and there for the pamper. But that family day, you say you can't like now work you can't drive now, you go other back. If what they can't find now, you not get her for go other and land. Then the one with now someone I know they deal with you spend more than
So
what
what
you
you need
get.
fixing the problem?
The problem, honestly,
Is it the management from the Minister of Finance?
the management
From minister
can-
appointed ministers,
I mean, can
FS,
be-
deputy
yeah,
ministers?
you can take with now to finance because the finance at the
Or
end of
is
the
it
day.
about poor? Of the economy,
Yeah,
but get
it's
what
not
the
a
corruption.
city
But
council
what they
again.
look at,
Mhm.
this
That
are
money
the
there, the
reserve.
money there with them for come.
So what make you feel say the poor management they lead to the decline for the reserve? These are the reserve we talk about for
Now the reserve will they talk.
You get this your money and this your special account. So you say, I will only charge them for serious family problem, for example,
Problem.
like health.
When I example where I said
Yes. So what make you feel say government in particularly from when this government come, they continue to get this complaint. When Anes Kuma left now, I didn't over notes, he make it clear say he left but 500 million. We will serve the country for the next 3 months or more. Understand? It's a reserve, and these are now import and export requirements to the World Bank input. You understand? What side you feel say the country day? What side things go wrong?
Talking about reserve, we and former president left. That has been a debate because I mean, he say they left, the other hand they say no, nothing not there. So then they in another.
No, they're not denied and the
No,
government
that-
not denied and they say them inherit a battered economy, but they never
But
contest
so,
the
so
reserve.
that has been a debate. Now, because say in the it gets but this one where you is talk now that this the in the how it can be really utilized well for ensure say, I mean, it is not down to that position where it is so right now. I mean, that's what I'm saying just now. When you look at what the government they left out right now for let it go, for kita for other things that for let it happen. I mean, you see that the expenditure goes more than what is expected.
Let me
to
like
come
give you again another aspect where the reports and one area where the reports recommend the government where for do it. For example, Times SLA say big boost for President Bio's government and NPRA. World Bank applauds Sierra Leone's fuel price reforms, urges broader economic overall. And of course, the City Hunter and newspaper they say World Bank report celebrates 104.5 million leons, so it's talking about billions for the whole leons. Revenue boost from the petroleum pricing. NPRA achieve milestone in fiscal management. What's it clearly this they show? The monies are coming.
Monies are
Outside the problem, this is institutions like the NPRA, they do very well for raise funds, resources, revenue for this government. But again, like all this will get to organization. For example, Namidi go out and get fund. You dey for manage these
the
resources.
management.
Sundunari again another minister, we or head of a particular sector, we dey for make sure say the citizens get what is required.
Thank you.
If problem, they would have for blame.
This now the problem this way always that's our own.
I'm actually leading you for me.
Yes.
I think the problem
blame-
is the Ministry of Finance.
The blame, yes. The blame comes
Minister coming, we don't get JJ Safa,
to so many changes.
we don't get this current.
For
I think,
cinema,
I
it can be structured.
think we don't get this other man who they Kenema, who get out tell like Kenema. Is it Brewer also?
Yeah. Now
So
the management is the problem.
Also, never get the right person in it.
Not that we're not able to get the right person. We did in a state wherein people that just feel say for corruption for let it real and continue now the culture now a tradition or a right that even if you were the can you say I want to structure it. I mean a minister is just a figurehead. The one that where they sit down inside it. That when you talk about management, minister now wait something come before you table. Now you see. The one the way that they within the structure, where they don't all and guru they sit down there. Now they get this games there. So the minister, a minister can hardly succeed in any of it's not only limited to finance, but almost everywhere that a minister can only succeed if he really sees a pull now out of the way see. But as you come, now then the kaba way did it. If that kaba is not touched well and see say it is properly put in place, we'll still be on the same story.
All
So
right.
the management is the structure, not the head, the figurehead. Now, would that they under the figurehead? I mean, however it play with them. Instead, in fact, if the founder say you don't become very strict, then they lay trap for you and see how you gonna be kicked out of that place, based on waiting because that the kaba way they get. Now they know the place and now they know how things happen. I mean, let's think about the management is the problem,
All right.
not the figurehead.
Management.
The figurehead has the blame at the end of the day, but the management of itself is the
Let me bring you Solomon Sondo. The World Bank report, you know, listen to Victor, and the World Bank report, they clearly say declining at the reserve. You know, we'll talk about the positive aspects where the various
yeah, things are coming. Yeah.
What's if you see the problem there?
Well, I think say World Bank don't give the indicators why we reserve come down. We look at the ceiling. World Bank they tell we say we reserve supposed for the 3 months in reserve. But now they tell we say we don't decline, it only now to 1.6 according to within the papers, or 0.5 or 6, right? 0.5. So
it means that the reserve we talk about it don't drop. But then also give you reason waiting cause the the reserve in drop one. The World Bank tell we say due to overseas travel, than a one. Then it talk about energy, replenishment, like repayments to cap power ship. It also tell we say for the importations, right? I think so we drop the import up down way to the export. So now then indices now I want to look at becoming indicators me to look at. So if really those are the causes, then it means that there is problem, right, within the financial management system, as you say. So meaning this now, an eye opener for the government for no say. World Bank don't indicate say we reserve way for 3 months as a ceiling, but we don't drop to 1.5. Let we take under way, right? And it don't already tell we why that's the happen. And this again, when you talk about energy, for example, you get for acts. I see with colleagues IGR, then bring out them, reports, right? Wait until we say energy thefts na the country, it's too much. Within Freetown, you go to the countryside. In fact, like areas in the way they tell me was somebody they tell me like from the north part like McKinney, then get one word where they use Kenny or waiting. That is to say, if they see people the way they can check meters or ETSA, then get a slogan where they go give to themselves so that they will know say people don't come for check. You can't to Freetown. You talk about the east. You talk about the west. People the way they see flight is so much that government they lost. But you go on for acts. One point I do good governance and talk about how we forget meter tracking system. And I've been meant for understand, say, I don't know if it be camouflage or due to the calls they will they make on the good governance, we are say they don't they put in for meter tracking system, meaning they came for sit down they monitor waiting that upon a liberty, all other gadgets. In fact, in those days, we didn't have Freetown now. When we not be the deal with this prepaid, we be get people the way they can check meter, and before you can install meter, they can check how many appliances that you get first now you host. If now how many cameras, for example, in a media house, the gadgets the way they use. But now you need to happen again. You go for apply for meter, you just they can't then fix meter without doing due process. So I think so get for reverse to certain thing them. If governments they give you lights and the lights way if for pay for them, they will need to pay for that. Then government will go take our reserve back and pay. Meaning we self get issues. We self get issues on that area. So I will say that the management on the aspect of the Ministry of Energy, where I go deal with that kind of thing. Why government for go take and reserve? And we don't agree so much. The last time we agree, but we get for pay car power ship up to $35 million.
I don't go 90 something million.
Yeah, no, well, if we go 90 something, now cut down because yes, if we don't cut down. We don't cut down because when they take power reserve and pay, it reduces them drastically. So meaning we self as people, we self as citizens, we get issue, right? Why not for pay for the utility system what they use? Why not for pay for energy? And if they say we talk to the dog, you talk to the bone. So those are the indices we World Bank give we. Then we also talk about waiting, with the imports more than with the exports. Meaning, when we talk about say Salone with minerals, like we see Kwedu oil is done shut down for how many months? Those are the indicators. How many mines that we are in the rains? When we're into the rain, mining activities they drop drastically, right? So you don't therefore expect much of the exports from diamond or other mineral, right? Then let's deal with this overseas travel. These are the issues when we talk about we still in austerity because the past administration said we say we are still in austerity. This government can't clear austerity. So waiting if you say government for do the mechanism where they for put in place meetings, conferences. Now we get boku thing. The voyage of the president because the president gets so many activities. You talk about the ECOWAS chairman, you talk about the C10. Now you say they don't appoint her back for be United Nations, the Security Council. So then they don't put on their side. But then other ministers, ministries, departments, and agencies, what are they doing in the area of meetings? Why can't you get your meetings within your purview? That is to say, when I get conference hall, one for the sit-down and get meeting rather than when I go rent the Radisson Blue or then other hotels for spend big monies. So I think that this now the kind of thing we me coming, I don't like for talk so I like for prefer solution as well. So if you ask me, I think say the missing link that one day. Why we did into that kind of mess? One, I tell you say we debt reserve for pay, and the other area back way are not touch on. Government they pay, with debt them too much. For make we debt they will get external debts, internal and external debts. Because we get for explain to the public, let the public understand. This government can inherit boku external debts, right? Internally and externally. So those are the indicators. Now that World Bank we say now from that we don't take for the sandwich, we debt them externally and internally.
All right. So I link you analysis and what you make to waiting City Hunter they say. The World Bank report celebrates 105.1 million new loans, when all loans are billions revenue boost from petroleum pricing formula that one we NPR introduce, and then also the same thing. Times SL say big boost for President Bio's government and NPRA World Bank applauds Sierra Leone's fuel pricing formula urges broader economic overall. Broader economic overall. I look at it from this angle. Institution and the way they raise funds, with the patterns they introduce. You understand? Again, institution like SLRSA, the people against one or two people they go against the law. Will not agree register, but they're able to set up a systems them way
Structure.
they make money they come in at the country. We know they will balance.
Yes.
You move on a certain street, they meet man, then they wait SLIC officials them with the thing up, they check. Even though of course you get one or two, then they have that society. So with all this, with some institution and they do, you make mention of the energy sector. If you not say Alex the flight, for example, why you not simply set up a system? Why the mobile company not the complaints in the Tifley network? And the same mobile companies they serve more people than even the energy sector. So for me, feel saying the structures and the problem, the human. For me, I want to refer like the human resource.
That's it.
Getting the right people.
Yes.
I do one module now university, so we then call ethics and responsibilities. And also when I'm here, I get a responsibility for perform certain roles. Would they in line? If we go in line with morality.
Yes.
But there are people, there are people who are able to distinguish between moral protection and also your social responsibilities, and how that you moral actions they affect the state and personally use yourself or the people them around you. So if you say this the problem we moral believe and it cause all this.
Well,
Because talk about president in travel. President they go per university graduation. Okay, yes, then go give you title, but when they go per certain we will know. President don't go per conference in South Africa. When I know one of the only ministers they forgot like EPA, the heads of EPA, and they forgot their travels. Of course, it's good for travel because the president are the symbol of this country.
Yes.
You understand? But they have travel again. If you say not useful, really.
Alex, I want for just tap that last way you talk. There are travels which are not important, but for me, I want to deviate from that debate. All travels are matters and they are important. It depends on the lens at which they zoom the travel. The president is a fountain of honor on your own part. It's like a dad, as you mentioned, a head of a whole family. And some of these invitations you get for acts, as we work Nafole, we disseminate messages and probe into issues and bring on the facts. You may want to ask, these invitations sent, are they responsible for the president travel? Let
the president assign people. That's why
I'm coming. But do we know that, for example, you invite me here for camp, you know, and the farm gets
optional.
I'm coming. The farm gets a lot of agents or staffs. But you want for me come. You pay me tickets, you pay me flights, you pay everything for me. You say me na me for council because me presence is being able for articulate issues or able for put modalities in place more than me representation. So these are the issues. For example, we talk about the ECOWAS. We talk about things that something that them fear in traveling. You understand? So these are the issues. For me, I'm not dilate into that one. But don't look at the areas that we mentioned. Institutions the way they collect revenue, like the NRA. You mentioned the SLRSA. You mentioned the
NPRA.
Freetown City
NPRA.
Council.
The other, you know,
Well, no
revenue-based
to mention
collection,
council because
right?
council most of
And
the
can-
revenue now for their running back.
Yes, you understand?
No, I mean, we're talking about management. They say it is still.
Yeah, they cannot
Yes.
talk about revenue collections where they go into the, you know,
Take
out from the public.
form.
Yes.
You understand? And one area where you mentioned where I can say the SLRSA for me now this country, I think so get for the put we hype on them. Because money the way they collect, for example, who side the money they go? Just like putting I see Tutu they mentioned. You talk about the road cops. These are all revenue-based
That's it.
institutions.
There must be a
And even-
structure.
They're
and
going to
even the
consolidated
Yeah,
fund.
there must be a structure. How this money for camp?
That's the thing. You talk
Yes.
about system. When you talk about systems, then they talk about processes. But where there is no system, you cannot talk about processes. Because the systems are not there. As you mentioned, the electricity. If you think, you know, as I mentioned, you think, say, this particular institution, they, you know, do it to call life energy theft. Why can't you put a tracker for which I've mentioned so many times? Put system where
So
you're able
because
for
you get some people
track-
within the
you
institutions
understand?
Yeah.
we
Where-
feel say
we feel say then
Nah, nah,
with
nah.
some system all day,
This
as you talk
agenda.
about moral and ethics, because as Sierra Leoneans we don't have that moral and ethics. We don't feel say where Alex did at this office is only Alex and all at all. You know, you look at the bigger picture. Then secondly, if you follow me good governance program, week before last, I talk about salary harmonization, and that has been my call way I don't defend for people that know me for that. And as that they come up, I see the wages and salary commissions, then come up. Because one of the things for begin the profile again, salary. Let government look how it for structure salary in this country. Alex, me, you know, if you can't talk about the minimum wage of 800 to 1,000, you look at the cost of living in Sierra Leone, you look at transportation, you look at other social amenities. How you feel say that person they were able for retain himself or sustain himself for 800 or 1,000 inside a month when at the minimum.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, let the salary be harmonized and be structured and let people be paid well. You
Alright, I
understand?
think we're not
for
go-
avoid
we're not
all
go-
of these mishap for say corruption. If you don't make salary buoyant, you put facilities in place, put systems in place. Believe you me, all NTI what they talk about, it will curtail.
all right. So
Alex,
we
I mean,
now we
in
move to
1
something.
minute, actually.
Yes, sir.
I mean, with all waiting with the labor on. I mean, we're in a country where we know the solution. Most of us don't know the solution, but people fear that if we get to the solution, I know they make me wait.
Law put system in place.
Yes, I know they make me
When
wait.
there is electronic system, digitalization,
people that believe
digitalize
in,
the system.
in private Annie, where it they get her without no question, no nothing, put her in pocket.
Where there is no
that thing
system
we for
to-
go na the government cover, because if government they spend more, I mean, like now the general word that they be used, the government they spend more. That, I mean, prioritize. They prioritize not to even some certain areas there. He say now how would they spend, but what that they come back of this
But
kind of
money
money there?
there.
No money there.
Like the couple they talk about, then road cops,
Yeah.
they collect money now individual
that's what I'm
police.
saying.
Some of these guys they collect them
That's
money
what I'm
a day
saying.
and they are paying them monthly. So why can't we say let's put a
Alex,
system? If you collect
this
that money,
platform-
there is a match. For example,
this-
like the
this-
Waka Fine Boss.
Yes.
When you go there,
La.
you enter your details
No, la,
and
la,
pay.
la.
So pay money, it go to the consolidated fund, but not the
Yes.
Korean's pockets.
Yes, Lalan. This particular money then now with the council, if actually government put structure, the one that they team that that's stupid. I mean, the team all tells about integrity. People they don't follow
Love it.
integrity. I mean, because if now when they go team up, how many people there? Before this time, one of the people that have a fee say that hard for let you
So with all
let
this,
you, let you
Sarah,
to stop there, let you incorporate there into batting na soldier. But now you go to this checkpoint there now. I mean, these people have been even polluted. I mean,
Then they give some kind of salute safe.
Yes,
even
Bible
if
word
I
law.
tell you, Salon now,
before this
everything is
time-
about money matrix.
Before this time,
Every institution
this
go
thing
now
are
money
not
matrix.
they so. Yeah, but now everybody has to go checking on the now. Salute, give me money. Now I want to know if it's legal or the one legalizer or also IGD. Like IGD say come out strong and do because
We'll
now
look
they
for-
even tell you say you don't book.
We'll look
They even
for-
forget who that is the side. If you don't book, you pack under.
We'll look for-
And they give ticket.
We'll look
So
for-
now let police that begin the Alex. Let begin to recommend any police will hold anybody na track. Like you say, this person again so problem with motor car. You the police holder, you know to go na court. You know the charge and when you left the other person go prosecutor. You a holder, you know to go na court.
Then they go
Because
tell you-
if you not to go na court, you go talk say now wait tell me say I get money. I not get I make you hold me.
Then go tell you back,
They go
say,
begin to
Victor, I think
reduce.
so that system we need for putting
Thank you.
That's the system that's
Because you not get the
They don't
better.
get a device.
You don't get a better human
the thing is,
resource.
that's why the better,
That's the
when-
system,
If you
that's
put
what-
system in place to digitalize
That's
system
what I'm saying.
where money cannot touch, yeah, it will minimize all of this.
Structure,
We make sure
structure.
say we improve on salary.
Structure.
We put systems and processes in place. How
Structure.
people should go to work on time. How should people do their work?
That's
And when you
structure.
collect money,
Structure, the
these are the
structure
systems.
still.
These are
So
that
in
is
all
it.
this, would I go blame?
What that, we talk about government
Management.
structure, yeah. We talk about the whole
Structure.
entire government structure.
So the
government
leadership
structure.
might not the problem.
So we need
Good or
leaders,
bad,
political will in that.
All right, so let's move to
Good or
something
bad, na
else.
leadership that they say
City Council, they say Chief Administrator under fire. Freetown City Council decries interference and intimidation. Concord Times, they say FCC elected officials decry political interference and intimidation. There is an issue within the Freetown City Council where the leadership, particularly from the mayor, deputy other councillors, and they believe, say, one from the ministry, the minister they interfere with the activities, and also the CA they take some decisions way for them, they're in line with development, and also they're in line with progress, they're in line with some of the laws of the local council of this country. I begin with you, Victor. If you say a concern for the country, getting a local council where they run, then feel say, then they get interference, and they get intimidated by officials, then wouldn't believe say then they back them by the central government.
So we are back to what we had we just did discuss management, structure. We are back to where we are. I would already answer this particular question you don't ask. So would already answer. it
I will
before.
give you an instance. The
Because
mayor,
what you can say without answer, this same structure what we talk of, this same management, until proper procedures are put in place, system works accordingly without any like a template. If not A for Goyanda, you dey no stress say from here to Yana A, B, C, not to let A come under Junkan who says Y for the A candy. And once that one did happen, they would get the same thing. So I mean, no, I mean not going to delay for this particular question you ask. Now that the structure, the system,
systems are the
until it
problem.
work.
So,
If the
so no,
management not they correct.
you still believe in the system
interference, somebody
my
dey-
worrying.
like somebody dey in position. Now me for there for ask Sundu waiting for happen. Then I jump come out from Sundu. I go to it all. The cleaner and they go ask cleaner. We not to me for go talk to her. Yeah, some I mean we don't see who said Monday the team the next my own position for act day. I will not to the young place. Interference. You talk about intimidation, interference. Now that's in the day. Now what's procedure, the way structure day? When the next one no say not to you for talk to me, now this are for be answerable to. If that structure that they are being well recognized and observed, I mean for let work in a proper manner with a proper mechanism, effective monitoring. This time the other side will lost now country.
All right.
Monitoring. And if that monitoring is not there, no problem.
Development and the Freetown City Council are concerned for development.
I'm concerned. You talk about the chief administration.
Interference. I will use the word. Is it political interference or what?
Oh yes,
type of
because
interference?
then they complain say the minister of local government responsible for some of these things. For example, councillors say they do one transfer for the finance person. So council operates about $100 or more $1 million per year. So you put in lose billions per year for the whole years. Then now they go bring finance person from Pujong for Ghana Council. You look at how wide. So, like the comparison we they make, it's not like the Sawe common, but so that council they deal with around like 20 something or 25 or more million per year. Bringing an individual for can run
The whole
a
billion.
system we don't do to 100 billion or more, then they don't believe so then a level space for move with development, then believe they go affect
So the
growth.
lapses.
Yes.
So this is the question: the political interference into institutions. Why can't we allow institutions to work independently? That's the leadership we are talking about.
Structure.
And when there is no systems, we talk about structures are failure. You talk about systems and processes. Structures will never stand.
No.
There will be no proper foundation in that. So what I will encourage all of us, our leaders, I think they need to look at the structural, issues.
Activities.
How ministries, departments, and agencies can able to follow structures strict to sensu.
You see some of
Like
these
a
things.
template.
Some of these things. The sadden part of all these things, or the saddest point of everything, now we not to just one system.
So
Now,
It's
once-
all over.
of course, we get these two big nameless political parties. You know, not even one name there.
Yeah.
These political parties, anyone with they go the same complaints. Without any say political interference, tribalism, regionalism.
that's right.
But when it comes to me and you two interaction, I don't even know if you know Amende or
No.
you don't even know if you know.
No, when I was
Thank you.
Would I
So it means we're having
so
problems.
meaning when that's my call. Whenever I bring out the good governance program, let's leave independency within institutions. That's the ground norm as we talk about the constitution, right? And if we say institutions therefore be independent, we also need for put systems and processes in place.
Yeah,
Alex.
because- yeah, of
and these
course.
systems
And it should
there,
not be compromised.
and enough of it. That's it. Because when there is system, for example, Alex, we talk about city council. A lot of you and cry as to revenue collections,
Yes.
how people siphon revenues. But let's say now we have these banks. Before, like for example, demand notes when city council they send yearly or property tax. These are all structural issues where you go able to know how many houses are
They
within
are
these
well defined.
locations, how many these we can collect within this period to this period. We put them in system. And the political interference, that is the other thing you talk about within the political party.
So let me
Because-
take. I want to bring on this Musa Suare in line with what they say. So they say it is interesting you bring up systems and structures. Having clear processes in place can definitely help drive progress. What are your thoughts on what Sierra Leone's priorities should be to realize its potential?
Now, let's take it from that point there. Yeah. As we don't talk about systems and processes follow, meaning we have to build structures within
structure.
ministries, departments, and agencies. And that was my, intro. For me, I look at issues always. If really we are to survive, you understand the issues. And we talk about the bookish. We always gonna get masters, PhD, how many masters, but we cannot fix the problem. Meaning
no.
the book we are talking about.
They know
it's
they
tough.
solve-
They
they know
know-
they solve some
why?
problem.
I will make
They widen them more.
I will make a clear example. For me, this education we do no more for preferences.
So that's
With all due respect to Ram, the former Minister of Social Welfare, Moja Kaka, people they say I not get proof for that. People they say it's not that highly educated. But this guy even in a school marriage, one of the ministers and they will be viable, but could that fight during the
Social welfare.
Ebola, yes.
You're talking of social.
So for me, is it about the education or about the
It's not
commitment to
education,
deliver?
it's
so the
Commitment
commitment,
is one. Common sense is one.
and the political
the book.
will, as I tell you, if then structures don't build up where we get system, you can operate there. When you come, you just follow those systems and processes.
I can
and with the structures that are, in line
Use
with
the word,
all
use the word
development.
template.
So
When
I don't
templates
say
cannot
because
fix.
so like that. If you not say you have to fix A in that, orange.
Now, ain't no more they go there.
Just share orange, you pause, you go
For
into
me,
it. into it.
I am
You talk about the educational system, right?
Mhm.
I think so. What we need for do is like we talk about commitments, patriotism, as you mentioned, and media always they push you forget one national development plan. Let us not also there comes in the system because if we prioritize development, for example, in Sierra Leone, Now we say government in and out. Look at all the things that happen. You will see where this where the time we pack about the former blessed memory. Thing the way left in place. And it's by Kromaka, it takes some. Sunday he left them out. And next come, thing the way put but Biocam, so then he left them out. So these are the inconsistencies in government.
So like the issue,
and when they drop,
like the issue with this,
Alex, the country would what you make other countries that would admire them. Now two keywords. If Sierra Leone has a whole lot to the high extent, Sierra Leone will go further. Integrity, dignity. If we get that one day,
this issue
at the shame family, let them not hear me name Babad.
but that the West 90 portrayed.
Yes.
Alex, if they put in this office, you dey see the wait man as you see say one issue don't come out of blackmail, say $24 million have been missing, $1 million, $1,000. They resign before they even come it and they.
Yeah.
The reason being, you know why family name for be blemished.
Yes,
Because
because
when once he don't go, but you family.
Family.
They will tell you, oh, Victor Tutu, now in picking this, oh, also maybe it's $1 million. So you see how the thing go.
dignity and
So
integrity.
also, as I tell you, we need for put the structure
Yes.
in place, Alex.
Because when you get out, you dey work in line with the structure already.
development plan.
I make this council story in two ways. There's this individual, Philip Kanu, you maybe
Oh,
know.
yes.
This guy is doing very well in the
Yes.
university sector. Because I now only want put on to him. Even the challenge now for the college and other universities in terms of development and changes. But it continue to face
Challenges.
challenges, the people within the institution, people outside the institution, and just because I'm sure he's a strong guy.
Alex,
The same thing lies with Yvonne. Take politics out of it. He gets in whatever, but she has been doing well, you understand? Recently, I watched the school bus tour they pass. I think Nina Mona maintainer, the school bus tour in Giriam. She's doing her own, you go doing your little part.
Within the city council.
Yes.
The boss is away within Freetown.
Yes, there's still a run. I wonder, so how the people how they do this managing this? The national you don't spoil, but they still maintaining on. So I have be the playing part. These two examples are this now the
But the
national.
politician that she also involved into development, Alex. Don't do
Not
that
one of
out.
the problem now.
And that's the downside.
But they can, even this my good friend.
Because you're under
this
government.
man I talk about our university, Philip, is doing very well. There was a time at some point, they both say I'm SPP. I think people then caution me.
Yes.
Slow down. Even again, of course, the APC symbol is all over, so it will take a move. But take the political aspect and look at how progressive certain people in a certain institution. But again, it gets people and where they come out a certain institution just for whether it's politics or malice. But for me, again, it's not more about politics. It's about my man. Then I decide go to remote from me.
Cabalism.
Go to give me shares of
Oh,
what
that's it. So that one come, Alex.
And I have to
Make I help you, Alex. You know the thing is, it's like now the Kabbalism we talk about. Myself, Alex, and Tutu. If we're in this room, we think of ourselves and we chronics the way they are around we. There comes in the structural issue we talk about, systemic issues.
So why this country they embrace people who deliver?
Did they tell you?
Why
So
it not gonna
because
happen?
then people are going into the system, they don't want for let things go. They just they say
it's
when
a
they
quick
go, for
answer.
example,
Alex.
so they will be about ministries, department, and agency at the camp, and then get different accounts. The Ministry of Trade, they get past 100 accounts. Now you don't see that kind of way, man. They go and OC flop rest bag in those days. Now they happen. No matter how you look at them.
Yeah.
So meaning,
So-
now we structuralize,
that can be one.
we institutionalize
that
them.
can be one.
Put systems in place.
Yeah, let me come.
And monitor it.
Let me
Not
come,
just
let
put
me
down,
come.
we do what we call
Monitoring are key.
monitoring and evaluation.
Okay, yeah. Now, this theory they talk, so why it not the work? It not the work. It not the work because me if you say Alex, if you do well, then me they why is it they do well? Me na couple one couple. I just feel say when they do well and me one couple, I mean me go figure out like na bad person. So the only way you go make me to picture the same and let them see me like not to that kind of person. Now for that disturb that you good thing what you do. I go to Malayu, talk something,
that's individualism.
set trap
That's
for
cronyism.
you. Yeah, set trap for
It's
you.
bad.
Do thing where go make you come out bad. You know, that thing no more go tarnish you. By the time they can know so not to so it happen. By then I don't cover me your side. So everybody, I mean, Alex, when you drive Jeep, the next one say, let's go drive Jeep, and they drive 2. They don't mean it.
Come on, even among
they don't mean it pass you now. So if they go for 2 now, and that's the way they go for. It get for 4, 4 per heavy. Some take the way it be say, and not my government suffer. Not just business that but once it don't get her, and that might not be 1 house, and it be 5. That 5 day, now boku souls that they suffer for that 5 hours away. So what are you saying? In that particular, if this house, now in the ministry, and this ministry for gold for developers, this some rooms that they won't forget, some nice chairs, equipment there. That equipment money don't go. That money where to go. Now, by house it don't go. If they go meet up by house, then the office in the sofa, you know one know. Then if they go for more, then you will pull it for make like say you go take one project. Or that project go carry that money in that place.
Alex,
you're a bad person.
Let we not go far.
We
so this
follow the kind of situation we are finding ourselves.
Social welfare, right?
Really
about the disability commission. Yeah, persons with disability. Imagine you in charge. They give you money. They take that money. You siphon into your own organization accounts. How can that be possible? So these are the structural issues we are talking about. These are the individualism we are talking about, right? This country, let's tell you mentioned Yvonne supposed to do well. When you talk about city mayor, you're not the first point of call in every country, right? So what if you don't do? Work in tangent with the ministries, departments, and agencies where you're supposed to work. In fact, all ministries, departments, and agencies within the capital city are supposed to work with them. Right? How?
That's the mayor.
What is talk about everything about development lays with your superior. That is the local government, because that's not the thing where if you say it miss.
But again, in complaint, and they give the space.
No, come on.
And not no more beginning. During the Escoma period.
Yes, well, I understand.
Kenema Mayor
Kalfala.
Because they come to ACC.
Yes.
This lady, I think, now in practice no more. They said don't go to ACC 1 or 2 times, but I think that's the for.
So what do they say? For me, don't politicize the development.
So people don't politicize national development and national institution.
So
would it affect delivery?
And then they happen right now. And when it goes down the street, how street can become dirty box there now? You cannot walk here. So if there challenges that they boy under, would they suffer? Now the ordinary people that they not do they suffer. Then only limited to the ordinary, but it makes the country for become it's kind of shame.
So why you think say people are fed for come into political power? Why you feel say people are really?
So is it about greed?
It's about this national cake.
Greed and selfishness. Because now are they not so?
Everybody fed for come inside.
So because now
gently at a time.
Because now they are so. Now me, for example, they had this program.
Sure.
And then if I ask better questions, so the next time I go say, but the guests that account, they not get better thing for say. So people they shift blame to others for their own failure.
Yes. So this is what is happening. Even the politicians, why you think people are fighting, using words to come to power? If you ask them, they don't have the physical money to spend. They don't have the idea. If you go there, how?
But after how many minutes so you don't enter?
Thank you.
So
now make us say, why will not they put systems and structure in place so that processes will follow? The audit report they already get over the years. Make a come. Audit report, they always tell you about the irregularities into procurement issues. When you look at them, they say, Alex, let we procure this paper. Every day, vendors they can left paper now. Not through your office. Vendor can say left 10. Then you escalate them to 50. Now because we don't get system, if that vendor they come, so we can left 5. They get side where they go enter and say 5. It okay. So for me, I want to dive into the issue of putting structures and putting system in place so that our governance system, whoever is there, can follow those structures straight to center. But otherwise, the political interference for let you score political goals, now for continue for past and present. Now this is so.
The solution to this. Pass if let me say until you compromise. But if you don't compromise at all, even when somebody came involved, then you take a normal letter, go free, saka, this and that. No, it cannot solve problem. Hey, this man from the time he begin work, now if they work, and the work with the work, now they don't get the money there. If you catch up on something where it really they are the soft the population, they Oscar, let me land. Let me land. Not cut this thing. I mean, allow me. If this person don't do this, then you see him. I mean, not only for sack him. Let the punishment go that far. Sack the person. Through anti-corruption, investigate the person, and they see what it be the earn compared to what he get. I mean, we see this thing. They're not for keeper. But I mean, seller, the money can direct because where is keeper again? They say let him up more time. So we cannot still correct this. The solution is there. Seller, the money can at the coffer. The coffer they don't use that. That money don't go for road maintenance. So if those structures are there without no compromise, it is a strict to the rule that. I mean, if you go cry to policy, but that may place the say no, they don't hold on. I mean, no way, no, they for go fetch. Now, so that be say.
One day, colleague Salih Jallo, but me phone the act of send message. We they line with to the system, but I don't begin it and I will see. But you talk about corruption, and of course, we before then I will bring them. I use all this other phone.
Yes.
Bob, can I continue?
Yes. So
yes.
Yes. We follow the Chinese system right now. The Chinese, I think, one pandemic within the governance structure. Aside from money, I think within money we meant for agriculture.
No, China for corruption in jail.
Now, as we the talk, they don't send them for life imprisonment, jail.
Now most of them they can't work now, so.
You understand? So these are the issues. How we can nip down
That's it.
So these are the issues.
Alex, quickly, I go come with something I admire this year. I mean, this past Saturday, the advocacy don't begin to yield small. Me when they born to a small, the prisoners they come out they go work. They later they can say, this dirty box we by correctional center for Camp Street. This Saturday, I see the other police officers there. They can't they walk in that place, put water for them, this and in fact the water. When they're ready for turn back now, they forget 2 packets bundle. One guy can. He said, "Well, I see what I see. Take an you." He said, "But what are we saying? The CPA, they don't try for put against it. We are going back to the old structure.
Yes.
The people that have for go put their number in the feed there, now for nothing.
That's it.
We are talking about agriculture. Why are we wasting time?
That's it.
We are talking about kush there, the pass. Why are we wasting time? Get these people to these places. Open big place, just get
makeshift.
The only thing we government for do, but this agriculture business for now improve. Now that government that you want here, the Tomabo, you want to let big agricultural family go now there room and palo the first.
Makeshift.
Where you don't make a room and palo,
that's it.
Then that first 6 months to 1 year. Money no did it for so now labor they go pa. If a small incentive they give them after 1 year, then they demand for themselves.
I like this aspect of Salih Jallo. What do you say? Corruption in Sierra Leone is like a taboo. It is ingrained in the system to the extent that honesty has lost its ways in Sierra Leone. The ACC is not even serious in the fight against corruption. They only cherry pick, and that is not the way to fight corruption. Okay. We must stand tall as a nation if we are serious in the fight against corruption. Take, for instance, if you decide to do a random survey of houses in the country, over 80% are from state resources.
So, and of these state resources, we talk so. If you see people that they go now the slum areas, they at the hill there. That one of the things that is. I mean, to date, some of the resources that people will be there, that they take a renter back to government, that they put money. So to date, they're not able to talk about rentage business. Rentage, that one of the suffering that one in the country. Because if this rentage...
It's like the culture of compromise.
That's the compromise. Compromise.
Alex, come back to my point.
Compromise.
If where there is no structural, structure in place, where there is no system, how can we follow processes? This is what Tijan is trying to say. And he mentioned the ACC cherry picking. And for me, it should not be cherry picking in the fight against corruption. Neither be compromised. Yes. You talk about, as I mentioned, properties owned and family or politicians. The one the way they do one. Exactly.
Alex, all the topics we face today is not far from nothing like structural activities,
That's it.
projects.
That's it.
I mean,
Systems and
structure and monitoring.
Then we monitor the
So
system.
now,
That's it.
now,
Those three keywords.
now let me look at.
Then what you go follow after now? Integrity, dignity, and
1 minute. President Bill, human capital development dreams destroyed by Kush. Outro.
not true. The dream
It's not true.
is
I will not say it's true. I will deny it's not true.
Well,
Go ahead, go ahead.
outro.
We dey talk about Kush. Kush will order customers, we don't do all kinds of things. If Kush before don't stop for letting now reach reach so, I think the league about 3 years back started the push of this Kush. We don't play ball with AYV, other places there, we don't go to communities there, we don't play games there, talk to people there. Blacker, for let Kush sit down, and I be the kind of league board office. He go get all the top man there. The face that is Liga Board. Liga Board tried for push the thing. This thing was before even JJ Safa by then. In fact, there was a kind of task force we be create Liga Board be there more. Because Liga Board not they prevent, not the only they forgo represent. They prevent again. I mean, matters, issues there, communities. So Liga Board was on forefront on this 3 years back. You go to CTN, I did almost every day with different radio stations. If that thing they be get face that time, we know they do so this now. And the human capital we are talking of, that's where the president really they try for seeing how best he could structure this country. But Kush coming into effect, you know how many brains that all go? You know how many people that from the university don't come down?
So don't justify you.
So
no.
that area there, I mean, so dreams that they way they be done their head down for let us see what they go do for the parents that in future. Parents that don't have the country don't have the. I mean, even you talking about human capacity, government don't spend power. Some police there will find the inside drugs. You don't understand? They don't. I mean, security forces that have been found drunk, push, then the video there. We'll come to a place of work. Some top man they don't sack them. They don't push. This now government don't spend power. So government. That question we ask, these are some of the repercussions there. We really want to call enough for continue. Enough for continue. Don't late. But coming in now, and we government not coming with this 3 general. Remember, I don't lay law, state of emergency, far back, for which we are talking about the follow-up and monitoring system. If that one was in place, then we'll not go deal with all day. But now that it don't do so, we only the press it continue without no relent.
So
because one thing they pass salon business, they say, but then in 1 week, you just start no more.
Let me say this.
Yes.
We can recall.
You agree with in the Capital newspaper they say President Bio's human capital development dreams destroyed by Kush.
Dreams destroyed by Kush. Well, it's not yet destroyed. It's not yet destroyed. And so that's the point.
At your earlier point, you say you disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. It's not yet destroyed. It's not yet destroyed.
Justify.
I will tell you, we have so many people who have benefited. I will take the enrollment.
Benefited?
Yes, benefited from the
at the detriment of so.
I'm talking about
human development programs,
human capital developments here. And I will tell you, when you talk about the pre-quality educations, right? More than 3 million pupils are benefiting from there, right? If you look at the equations, those who are getting down to push, for me, well, other people are saying they are convicts.
Okay.
They are lawbreakers. Because I will not sit here and say, let us embrace push. On the 4th of August, I'm coming. I say so many people have benefited from the human capital development. It's not down the drain. That's my point I'm making. Like what the writer is saying here, referring to the dreams of President Bio has gone down the drain.
It cannot be totally gone.
No. So that's fine. That's my point. So when we are making statements,
that is a caption.
So let us not generalize it.
No, it is not general.
Thank you. No, it is.
The
dream of President Bio.
Explanation now. This one, the caption.
Thank you. I like Alex's presentation. It's perhaps what the sensational.
This is a caption.
It's a sensational one.
And when I come in, when I explain this, I don't say all die.
In fact, so now I make Alex tell we say when you come in for us explaining, the listeners will know better. I am saying for those, it's not totally. That's the point I'm making. So now on the 4th of August 2024, the president declared emergency on Kush. Like where you say, this will not be a continual fight where we all call for. I am the first person to write about that. That we need this because we the past na area that we see. And indeed, like where you say, they heal so we call. Like for example, they say let correctional centers, they do not just the due to the new criminal procedure act, let them go and work.
And they have started.
And they have started. So now the Kush victim, like where this tax force, again, they follow the good governance. Like what they talk about the sectors that government don't set. 60 army man them, more than how many police. Now you don't see say this now a whole unit fighting drugs. So for me, I think so we have to continue that. We not get to relent on us so that the human capital no will drop. Like, for me 1 week. If for continue, yes, for say as something fed that this and that they say. And imagine if one great chemical they send the liter, that chemist there under the pen 20 million or last 5,000 for a month. Then they buy one chemical, 1 liter, they buy 100,000. What do you feel? I don't talk about salary harmonization here. I don't talk about structural issues. So
the cut off chain. The cut off chain in all this which they labor on. Now that from now on, where they go so now, the Kush in particular will ensure say
this is not about Kush no more. We'll talk about other substances now. Related
drugs.
substances. We'll talk about
Related drugs.
Now, in fact, the tramadol now with the tablets now. You understand? The 224, the extra C.
Not 222.
The 225. So not you 22, but the 225 and the 10. They talk about the extra C. Not you. I'm referring to the drugs, the substances, right? So for me, what do we for do, Alex? I want for use this again. Me now, I get for bring this on the good governance. Why we not go use real natural like what in Morocco they do? We also say all of them substances they abuse of picking them. We get a fatal line. This we cannot be able to grow now. A whole scientist don't prove in America, Dr. Sandy Cooper. It mean epilepsy, it mean asthma, it mean dementias. Why we not go be licensed to people in this country? Yeah? Let them begin for
let the jamba scatter.
No, you know what scatter? We control them. We control them. It better pass for the use. He said because them bad drugs.
They mix them.
The harmful part.
This is not the problem.
Yeah, you see.
Not the number of alcohol they can in this country.
Yes,
it's not checked.
But because
I tell you just about
for example, the reason being is because alcohol you can still drink any
side. The percentage.
People now you take the responsibility.
Thank you, Alex.
For manager for yourself.
Yes.
But because then drugs are again people and they hide, they're not able for me. I mean people and they use all kind of means. And I also would like to say Kush get some political aspect, but we'll find them discuss that.
Yes, so I make a say.
But even the political aspect now,
cannot be.
Even the political
aspect, like where America they do, Canada they do, other parts
so
they do.
The political aspect, this side, that is the way one country.
This,
you and me, we see there, the human rights defenders, the civil society organizations, then the media. These very bad people, agent they will get. Where it be say Alex they open and then get 10 million per month.
Yes.
Alex they got me 2 sided they leave 30 million for her. They say go blast her at your radio. Now we say why get they come. See one for defend. They will come with favor her back.
Thank you.
So you go have to say near Sundu consider ya. Why is me the favor? In the against, they would challenge yourself. But something where
so I do a program around that day.
Yes.
Sometime we'll go for discuss.
So exactly. So that they go hide behind it.
Because one thing I also tell you, the role of Funa civil society and we the journalists.
Yes.
Get a serious negative impact to
very,
the society.
Very.
So
because some media officials they muzzle the truth.
Yes.
Because but again they also look at another aspect.
Yeah.
This man getting business with on. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know, pay staff, you ever buy fuel and this and that for move life. You not even boast of 20 or 30 million in your account.
Then somebody can
leverage stock. I get 200 million for
I do now 100 million now. Cash.
Now,
they said no, example no more.
Media
here comes again. Here comes again.
Some of the support the way they can, like how they say, we get diamonds, we get minerals. I know we use push now, we come to your drugs related issues.
No, we are talking about push. we are talking about push.
No,
that's true for eliminate.
But push is the top.
I can tell you, I've been investigating on this. But it's more about transit, this drugs, this cocaine. Notice somebody tell me, Lawrence, anytime you see power, white powder, forget what I talk there. So even the threat, so then they give you.
So you see, so the threat set. So for me, I will not be faced with that threat. We safe not for buying into the threat.
So they hide behind
not
us.
use
But
drugs.
our securitize are we?
We are.
Thank you.
No, we are.
The security,
We have
the
to come
monitoring.
together. That's why I said
It's a community approach.
The drug fight.
It's a
should not be
community
political.
approach.
It
Where
should
are
be
students go
political
kill
driven.
Ghana,
No, it's a
America?
community approach.
It's a community
Where are students
driven.
go kill Ghana, America? Because the state get systems, they pick the bubble from outside up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Take condom. Yeah, then you put that's it. That's
Hold
go be our next one land now.
Yes.
Judgment.
Yeah, so
you see what I'm saying,
Alex,
other thing
we are
that
doing this
Christian
all.
is
We are
Christian.
sacrificing. You understand? Well, let me say this to the one the way we involve.
Let us use their own self and stop this business.
And stop the business.
How
That's
they
it.
feel say they
How
drive
you dey
Wrangler.
feel? Then you
Then
destroy
the
your
person
own
will take
people.
me put up.
They
They don't
get
die.
better, it's not enough.
So it's about moral. It's about moral.
Thank you.
It's not your turn for push
That's
push.
what for push self. You go do business for your own picking
But
better.
this one invest
Then
better.
other person
Top
picking
people
better,
that
you say
government.
picking go better.
Sure.
Top people in our government.
Somebody they make quick money.
for me,
Yeah, man, they sit down.
now make I say,
when they play
no, not
the
politicize
next day
the fight.
Pumotoka.
The fight
Alex
against
Susan Pumotoka.
it for be
It's a
general,
Canada joining.
it for be community-led fight, it for be people's-led fight, everybody's fight.
So,
But
all
anyways,
hands to be
slow
on.
and
It's a community
We don't talk.
fight.
So instead of review,
Structure.
don't turn the program to a discussion program. Whenever mine is still part of the review, we're reviewing the state institutions and the actions
That's
of
it.
Sierra Leoneans.
Solution.
So I will use this opportunity to thank you, Victor Tutu Rogers and Solomon Sundu, who are always on the answer to we call and for they also follow discuss on issues we get to do the interest of this country.
Thank you.
We not only do them for decades, as you so now not go tire.
No.
I think so we'll continue for the do and talk. Then go brand you, say you are this, you are that. But as long
No,
as
it
the
don't
conscience
matter.
serve you well,
Yeah,
say
the conscience.
you are doing the right thing.
That's it.
Then we're fine. Until then, we go meet you back next week. We'll not forget on Tuesday we come back with the program Politics and the People, Usai, and purely we discuss politics and how the people can interact and benefit from politics or political activities. We don't be Alex Lawrence Koma. They say plenty thank you to Sao Koma. We're not able for help for long. See we this afternoon. We go there back. Get yourself a blessed weekend and enjoy yourself to the fullest.
We dey look for the news we dey around. Log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, hey. Voices come. Hi, yeah, hey. Credibility, now we ability. News, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl begin the security power. Make it call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah. Voices come. Hi, yeah. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl begin, let's get the power. You call on me, count on me anyhow. We speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism.